All right. As I get time, I'm going to try to respond to this Jewish jackass, Yosef Mizrachi. I don't know if I'll get a chance to do one a day, or it's just as I get time, right? But sometimes it takes time to put together the research. This particular video, it wasn't much research that needs to be done because his question and objection is so stupid. But let's listen, and then I'll respond with some resources that he can educate himself on if he really wants an answer.
Please explain me the most important mitzvah in Judaism is the first mitzvah from 613, the first one, which makes it very important, is to marry man and woman. And the marriage institution is the holiest thing in God's eyes. How is it possible that the Christian church took one of the foundation of the world and made the priests unable to marry and have children when it contradicts one of the most important foundation of God?
Okay, so he's complaining that the Christian church doesn't allow the priest to get married, which is obviously a Catholic thing. That's what the Catholics do. And and elsewhere in this video, he's appealed to the Pope, and he said he had someone, he talked to someone, and this other someone knew someone that sent a message to the Pope. He's confused popery and Catholicism with true Christianity. So I'm going to give him some resources if he wants to educate himself about the true Christian church, which is not the Catholic Church, okay? This first one is Reverend Blakeney. It's a popery in its social aspect. It's called Popery in its Social Aspect, written by, I think, a guy by the name of Popery in its Social Aspect, a complete exposure of the immorality and intolerance of Romanism by Reverend R.P. Blakeney. This is a fairly old book. It's hard to get a hold of. It's out of print, I think. But that one will give you a real good idea of popery. If you want to understand a really good history of the Catholic Church and why it's not the true Church of Jesus Christ and Bible believers, you can read the History of the New Testament Church. This is volume 2. It's by Peter S. Ruckman. But actually, if you want to go, even a better one regarding Catholicism is volume 1. So yeah, this one right here, volume 1. It's the same book, but it's just volume 1. The History of the New Testament Church, volume 1. Okay, also by Dr. Peter S. Ruckman. So that'll give you an idea of what the true Church of Christianity is. And then if you want additional resources to inform you about the corruption of the Catholic Church, here's 3 additional books. The Corrupt Catholic Cult. Okay, again, this one is Peter S. Ruckman. And then you have Rome, the Great Private Interpreter. Rome, the Great Private Interpreter. 8 clear cases of private interpretation given by the Church of Rome. And then he's got a book here called Why I Am Not a Catholic. Okay, by Dr. Peter S. Ruckman. Why I Am Not a Catholic. So the problem with this guy, and he's complaining that, priests aren't allowed to marry, is he's confusing Catholicism with true Christianity, and he's attacking Catholicism. And he's associating Catholicism with Christianity. Well, real Christians can get married, and pastors and Protestants can get married. And so because he's using Catholicism as a straw man, he thinks he's lifting up his own argument. But he doesn't fool anybody, and he's nothing but a loudmouth and an obsessive-compulsive Pharisee, exactly like the kind that tried to trap Jesus, who were always obsessive and compulsive about following the law and rejected their own Messiah when he showed up. And so as I get time, I'll try to answer more of his objections as I get time. But may God bless the righteous, may God bless the people who believe the King James Bible, and may God bring divine justice to the wicked.